What up, YouTube, man? In this video, I'm gonna talk about how to find a rental. I'm gonna give my perspective on the mile cap, and I'm gonna also talk about how not to get cheated out your bread. You know what I'm saying? When you rent these trucks, these box trucks. So you might want to tune into the whole video. Hit the like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully this video help y'all out. So yeah. So first things first. To find a rental, my method, my experience on finding a rental is man, to find a rental, man, you just gotta, it's real simple, man. You just gotta call and call and call around, man. Not just in your area. Like when I first set up my rental account with Budget and Rider, I did think my account managers was gonna find me the truck, but that wasn't my experience. I had to find my own truck. So you might go through the same thing. You might have the same experience. Your rental account manager might not find you a truck, or they might not find it on your time. So you're gonna have to get on your grind. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to grind to get a truck, to find a truck. You know what I'm saying? So basically my rental account managers was like, just call my area. Just call in my area to get a truck. And everybody in my area, as far as Budget and Rider, was like, man, it's a waiting list, and they didn't have no trucks. And I asked, like, how often do y'all get these trucks in? They said, man, maybe like every 2 months. And I couldn't wait that long. I needed a truck ASAP. So if you need a truck ASAP, you may want to listen to this. You know what I'm saying? So I needed a truck ASAP. So what I did was I just called everywhere. I just called every Budget or Rider. Really, I just called Budget because Rider a little bit higher than Budget, and you know, I wanted Budget. I'm on a budget, so you know what I'm saying, I went with Budget. But I'm pretty sure the same thing is for Rider too. But basically, I just called everywhere. And mind you, my rental account manager said you can call, you know what I'm saying, but it's gonna be hard because it's a shortage. Everybody pretty much out of trucks. You know what I'm saying? So I still found one. Even though he said that, I still found one. So they let me know that if you do the same thing, you can find one too. And in fact, when I got my truck, the guy that I got my truck from, this was back in February, he had like 2 more other trucks. You know what I'm saying? He had 2 more other trucks. So he didn't have just one for me. He had 2 more other trucks he could have gave to somebody else if they would have did the same thing I did. So that's just something to keep in mind. So basically, man, if you're looking for a truck, just call everywhere in America. Don't just call the ones in your area. Like, you got to go outside. You got to go, if it's across the country, that's just what you got to do. You got to call across the country. Like, I'm from Nashville. I was calling Cali, Arizona, New York, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, the truck I did find was only 4 hours from me. So it was only 4 hours from me, so I could drive there. So you gonna want to move ASAP. When you find a truck, you gonna want to move ASAP. You don't want to wait a week or 2 weeks. You want to move like the next day or the next day or so, or that week or the first of the next week. And you know, you gonna want to do that because the truck, because it could be there. They could tell you they got a truck for you, and you get there and they ain't got a truck. Luckily, the guy I got the truck from, he made sure that he was gonna keep it, but everybody not like that. So if I heard Trucking Out the Box on their live, they said you could put your card on file. That's smart. You could put your card on file and open up the contract, so when you get there, you got a truck. You know what I'm saying? You can wait. You can take your time. You ain't gotta wait. You ain't gotta hurry up if you got something to do the next day. If you can't make it the next day, you can just put your card on file and then get there between that time and that week or the next day or the next couple of days. You can make sure you get there and make sure you have a truck. You know what I'm saying? A truck for you that it want. You can make sure that you got a truck that you can have and it won't be gone. You can make sure the truck won't be gone because the contract is already started. So that's just my experience with it, man. So, because I know everybody looking for trucks, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people saying they got a waiting list, and it's like 16 I know the people in my area say there's 16 companies in front of me, and I couldn't wait that long. So, you know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do. It only took, I set up my account on a Wednesday. I found me a truck on Friday. So, and I wasn't really even trying on Thursday, calling just everybody. I was calling a few people, but I found one like Friday morning when I started calling. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just all you got to do, man. It's not going to take that long. It's not that hard. Just say, hey, how you doing? I was calling to see if you got 26-foot box truck available. And they say, no, nah, we ain't got none. Click, go to the next. Go down the list, city to city. And I promise, I ain't gonna say I promise, but I'm gonna say 99% sure you will find a truck. So that may be something you wanna do, take in consideration if you're looking for a truck. And another thing with the mile cap is, man, with the mile cap, it's like, I was worried when I first got my truck. I was worried too, you know what I'm saying? So when you call, you might want to ask, do they got a mile cap? You know what I'm saying? Because some budgets trip about. I don't know about Ryder. I haven't had no experience with Ryder. I went with budget, you know what I'm saying? Because budget, I'm on a budget, and budget cheaper, a little bit cheaper than Ryder. But I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with Ryder. But like budget is not. It's not the rental account manager. I feel like they gonna tell you it's a mile cap. It's a mile cap. They gonna tell you that. But the people like the franchise owners in different cities and states, they don't care. Some of them don't care. Most of them don't care. I have called when I was calling to look for a truck. I asked, do y'all got trucks? And if they say no, I'll be like, well, I asked, well, when y'all do have trucks, is it a mile cap? Some would say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But some would be like, nah, it ain't no mile cap. Like, why would you ask me that? So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just different stuff for different folks. So I haven't had no problem with the mile cap. Me, as long as you find a good person to rent from, like a good franchise owner, I think that's what they call them, that rent from, you would be cool. Like the person that I rent from, we got a good relationship. He don't trip about the mile cap. I done did 5,000 in 1 week. I did 3,000 in 1 week, 4,000. 2003, he not tripping about no mile cap. He don't care. As long as that money is coming in, as long as my card clearing every week, he don't got nothing to complain or care about. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing to complain about. So if you worried about the mile cap, man, I say don't be too worried. But I'm only speaking from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? So you might run into something where they do care and they do be tripping. They do want to bring your truck back and push your rates up. I haven't had that problem, no problem. Like I said, I did 5,000 in 1 week, and they ain't said nothing about I'm gonna bump you up to 20 cents a mile, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something to think about, man. Like it's not. I was worried about the same thing when I first set up the rental account. I'm like, a mile cap. I'm thinking like a mile cap. Nah, man, I wouldn't with it either. But it's not what it seems. So don't be discouraged about that, man. So. Yeah, and this is my last topic I want to touch on, man. I want to talk about, man, when you get the rental, man, make sure you get that receipt every week, man, because they'll overcharge you. Budget will. They overcharge me, I feel like a couple times, but I just caught them one time. You know what I'm saying? Well, twice. I caught them this week, too. They overcharged me this week. I took a vacation, but I ain't really drive like that. I gave them my miles. I'm still waiting on a receipt, but they overcharged me like $100, so that money's coming back to me. So you want to make sure they don't do that, because if you ain't getting your invoice every week, you won't even peep it. So you want to make sure the miles you telling them, you want to make sure you getting charged for the miles you telling them. Because the guy I got my truck from, he putting in the right miles, but they still overcharged me some type of way. I caught him again a couple weeks ago. Last week, the week before last, he was cool, but like not even a couple weeks ago, like last month, I had a problem where that's when I really started paying attention then, because I asked him for my invoice, because I kept up with the numbers. Just when he billed me, I asked for the invoice. I seen the invoice, and the invoice, he had the right amount of miles on it, but they still overcharged me $46. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really trip about it because I got my bread back, but you feel me? That's just something you want to think about, you know what I'm saying? That's something you want to keep your eye on. Make sure they ain't getting over on you, because they already getting over with these rates on the rentals. So that's just something you want to think about, man. So I hope y'all find this video informative. Hope y'all like it. Make sure y'all subscribe and do what y'all got to do, man.